Do you really want to serve, or does it just sound good to say that?
Mogul Motivation, empowering and inspiring entrepreneurs and dream chasers worldwide, 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media, and I'm your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor.
Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is for the aspiring entrepreneur trying to get over that hump and make things happen. This podcast is for anybody with a dream that wants to go forward and accomplish that dream. A few days ago, I posted on my Facebook page that true friendship will require inconvenience. I'm paraphrasing, and I compare friendship to service as well. And many people commented, many people shared that post, and majority of these people agreed with me. They understood what I was talking about. But there was a few people in the comments and a few people who shared it that disagreed with that statement that true friendship will require inconvenience. Some people disagree with that, and I don't mind people disagreeing with me. I don't want yes men around me in person or on social media. It's okay to have different opinions and point of views. But when it comes to this, I was really trying to figure out what don't you agree with in regards to that statement and other things I made in that post. And I came to the conclusion on one or two things. People were disagreeing, one, because of semantics. The word inconvenience makes them uncomfortable due to the negative connotation of inconvenience. And if you look at the definition of inconvenience, it means trouble to one's personal requirements or comfort. That's the definition of inconvenience. So it's semantics, because if you don't like the word inconvenience, you want to replace it. What will you replace it with? So people were disagreeing with me because of that. And number two, people were disagreeing with me simply because they are not a real friend themselves, or they don't have any real friends around them and they don't want to admit it. It has to be one of those two things on why they disagree with the fact that true friendship will require inconvenience. And this is why I compare friendship to service, because the definition of service means going out your way to help someone. You are going to help someone. And if you are going to serve anybody in this world, I'm especially talking to all the church folk out there, to all the religious folk, to all the Divine Nine Greeks out there. I'm talking to you right now because I'm a Divine Nine Greek. I'm a church going man myself. If you are really about service, there are going to be moments where you are inconvenienced. There is no service unless inconvenience is attached to it. Because if you are serving the marginalized, if you are serving people who don't have the same privileges as you, if you are serving people who are oppressed, you have to go out of your way to help them. You have to donate energy. You have to donate time. You have to donate money in some cases. You have to donate something, all of which you can keep to yourself for your own comfort and for your own betterment. But yet here you are serving someone else. So how does that compare to friendship? It compares to friendship because if you consider someone a true friend, and if they call you at 4 a.m. in the morning and you are in the comfort and the warmth of your bed, and if you have a spouse, if you have children, you are going to get out of that bed to go help that friend at 4 a.m. because they are stranded. You are doing it because they are your friend, because that friendship supersedes the inconvenience of getting out your bed at 4 a.m. Who wants to get out of their bed at 4 a.m. when they don't have to? But you do it anyway because they are a friend. So that's what my post was saying. True friendship will require inconvenience. It doesn't mean your friend, this person, is an inconvenience, but it does mean there will be situations where you are inconvenienced because you are going outside of your comfort zone to help someone, to serve someone. That is what I was talking about on that Facebook post, ladies and gentlemen. When we build a business, when we grow in our careers, when we are trying to ascend to reach what we want to get to, we are all going to need help. And I'm echoing certain sentiments from previous Mogul Motivation episodes. One of them that comes to mind is Self-Made Up. Go listen to that episode. Another episode that comes to mind is the real MVPs, the most valuable people in your life. That is what I'm talking about on this episode right now. You have to have a village, but it hurts because we want our village to look a certain way. We think our village is going to be our day ones, the people we grew up with. We think our village is going to be the people we went to high school with. We think our village is going to be the people we went to college with. We think our village is going to be the people that we were friends with for 10 plus years, over a decade. We think our village is going to be family members. And truth be told, it would be nice, right, if our village comprised of all of those people. And for those of you who do have certain individuals in these different groups that's a part of your village, you are blessed. If your family is a part of your village, if you have childhood friends from over 20 years, that's a part of your village. If you have high school friends, college friends, that's a part of your village. That is a blessing. But understand, your village is not always going to look like that prototype. Sometimes your village is going to look like people you met off of social media, people that pour into you from afar. Sometimes your village is going to look like the people that you haven't paid attention to, but they've been there throughout all these years, checking up on you, supporting you. Your village is your village, and you have to be very cognizant on who's a part of your village and who's just a visitor and who have expired their stay in your village. Only you can come up with this. Only you can figure this out. But the truth of the matter is, you need a village as you build your business. You need a village as you grow in your career. You need these things. And I'm speaking from personal experience, because there have been times where I have been in financial bonds and I had friends that literally loaned me money because they were my friends, because I had good credit with them, right? Go listen to previous week's episode, Excellent Credit, because I had good credit with them, because they know I'm a person of integrity, because they know I'm good for it, because they know what I'm saying is true. So because they consider me a good person and because they consider me a friend, they loaned me money when I needed it the most, when I was at the bottom. I had a friend that actually loaned me money out of his own mortgage stash. Ladies and gentlemen, he has a wife and he loaned me money out of the money that he was using for his mortgage, because he knew I needed it, but more importantly, he knew I was going to give it back. That is true friendship, because that's an inconvenience to him. He has a wife, he has a mortgage. It's 2023, ain't no bills short, ain't no bills low, ain't no bills cheap, but he still gave me money because he knew I was going to deliver, and that is exactly what I did. I delivered it. But yet and still, that's an inconvenient moment. That's an inconvenient situation, because what if I didn't give him the money back? What if I couldn't give him the money back? Now he's going to be short on his mortgage. There have been times where I had to go and help out friends who have been stranded on the E-way and needed car troubles and needed jumps and needed tires. Inconvenience is a part of friendship. Inconvenience is a part of service. And as an entrepreneur, as a person of integrity, as somebody who is trying to rise up the ranks, you always have to be there to serve first and foremost. Because if you're putting out this product, if you're putting out this service, you're not just doing it simply to make money. And if you are, that's terrible. You need to be doing it because you want to serve somebody, because you want to help somebody. You need to approach every single client, every single customer, every single project, every single situation with the same enthusiasm, because you want to fix a problem and help them get to a solution with everything that comes across your desk and comes through your email. Friendship and service go hand in hand, because it is inconvenient. And as an entrepreneur, as a person of integrity, as somebody rising up their ranks in their career, you have to put yourself through certain inconvenient moments. Even though you don't want to, you have to do it, because it's going to build your credit with people. But on top of that, you are doing it because you know people need you. Sometimes you are the only one available to somebody that can get them across the finish line. So that's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Evaluate who's really a part of your village that's going to help you get to where you need to go. Evaluate, are you a part of somebody else's village, or are you just a visitor yourself? And if you are just a visitor, how can you serve someone better to help them grow and strengthen their village in their process and on their journey as well? It's all about mutualism. We always want somebody to help us. We always want somebody to bless us. We always want somebody to give to us. But when's the last time you've given to somebody? When's the last time you helped somebody out? When's the last time you pushed somebody forward on their journey? We always want to take, but we don't want to give. And it's ironic, isn't it? It's hypocritical, because how dare we get on our knees to pray to God to receive blessings, and we don't bless somebody else, even when we are especially when we are in position to bless somebody else. We need a village to grow. And you need to be a part of somebody else's village as well to help them grow. Do not be a visitor. And the visitors in your village, you have to understand when their time has expired. Doesn't mean they are bad people, but they are not serving you and they are not helping you. If anything, they are just simply taking up space. So if this podcast has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, I ask for two things as always. Number one, please leave a 5-star review. And number two, pass it on to somebody else who will benefit from it as well. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. Villages and visitors. You have to discern what's what. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you next week.